So how do you feel about being married to one of the greatest basketball players of this generation? Fuck that nigga. I never wanted to be married. I never wanted kids. That bitch trappy. Do you know that? He don't even play that fucking good. That nigga is ass. Matter of fact, where the bitches at? I think I like bitches.
What? Welcome to the show with DeMarco and Kayla. Deep dive into life, twist, see you later. We got questions, got thoughts, no hesitation. Why we like this now is your destination. Pop culture, trends to daily grind hustle. Breaking it down, talking truth, no muzzle. You feel lost, sometimes we gonna navigate. Letting you know it's never too late. Why are we like this now? Gonna figure it out with a pow, pow, pow. DeMarco and Kayla taking the bow. Join us on the journey, we'll show you how.
That's not how you be. It's not how you should be.
We've started. What's going on? It's Marco, aka DeMarco, with my lovely, the most beautiful, the most awesome, amazing, best friend ever, Kayla. And this is Why We Like This Now podcast. Week 35, 35 weeks. 35 weeks. It's been 35 weeks, and she just now realized of how horrible of a person I am.
Not horrible. It just pissed me off. And now you're trying to say, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You're so this, and you're my best
I've
friend."
always said that. I've never said that you were beautiful.
I mean, yeah, but that's not. It's you're just trying to be nice because you know I'm mad at you.
I'm not trying to be anything but
Everybody,
myself.
I am mad at him, but we're still gonna have a good show. And it's that time. I got Chucky on.
And it's okay. We've started, and I think now it's time to nip it in the bud. And now you know that that's the type of person I am. And I don't want you to take it personally.
Oh, I took it personal.
I just sometimes disconnect, and sometimes women take it as ghosting. You don't think I ghosted you, but I'm saying that's the reason why it happens is because like I'm just like, you know what? I'll answer in a minute, and then I don't get to it, and then all of a sudden, bam, days have gone by, and you're like, this motherfucker, I just fucking poured my heart out to him, and he didn't even say sorry or
Yeah, so I need a new best friend, everybody. Need a new one.
And me even posting that, I posted something that said, hey, the reason why half of these dudes have the love of their life is because I didn't text back.
Wow. Yeah, and then you posted something about being a ghoster, ghosting people. And
I'm a serial ghoster. That's me.
yeah,
I'm
and
a
I
serial
replied
ghoster.
to it, and I sent you your shit back, and I say you fucking are. I hate you, loser.
But it's a good week. It's a good week. The 49ers won on Thursday. The show that we dropped came out after that, but the game was just so intense with our fucking JV third string squad whipping the shit out of the fucking Rams in in Levi South because it's not SoFi Stadium. And then Sunday came. Yes, your fantasy team lost, but the Patriots won. They beat the fucking Bills. Fucking
I know.
Stephon Diggs was out there playing like they were gonna cut his lights out, and he has to play because he's gonna fucking be out of the fucking house or something because he went crazy. So I mean, the Patriots are
There's a lot of
looking pretty good. I
injuries.
mean,
There's been a lot of injuries lately, so I've had to cut people. And it's been like my fantasy has just turned into like
and it's funny because my fantasy team it's undefeated. It's undefeated, but if you go look at my bench, everybody's hurt, and I'm not gonna say it's luck because it's all skill of who I've picked up while everybody else was hurt. But that's just because I'm a professional.
I know. I even let one person go today and picked up a new person, and I'm just like, I'm still not gonna fucking win. I'm predicted to lose by quite a bit, but last week I was predicted to win by quite a bit, and I still lost. So I don't know.
Yeah, you never know. You just never know on fantasy. There's people out there that have chose like their first four people got hurt. Fucking Lamar Jackson's not really playing that good. I think he faked an injury, no matter what they say. But season's steady rolling. It's week 6. It's about to come up, and It's I mean all the it's crazy how like all these primetime games you really think they're gonna be sorry. Like I mean I can't lie and say that I didn't. I mean I'm gonna rep my team to the fullest, but I didn't think we were gonna do all that great. I'm not. I can't sit here in front and say that like oh we were gonna. I thought we would have kept it close and that the Rams were gonna try to they were gonna figure something out to try to target everybody that's out. So I figured that we'd keep it close and then they would beat us at the end. And I'm glad that I was wrong. Um,
I'm so glad I
but
picked up the Chargers defense because
oh, and I went to go
so
look at that because I remember you had the Ravens defense, and the Ravens
yeah,
defense looks like it's been like the worst defense in the league. They just been fucking horrible.
I know, and they're not supposed to be. They were predicted to be really good, but then they have been shit. But actually, to be honest, the Chargers defense has been doing good. So they've been getting me more points than predicted. So works out.
And I'm old. I don't know if I said it. I don't like to talk a whole lot about my personal life, but I'm a grandpa now. I
That's so
am a grandpa.
exciting.
Although I did get a message calling me a gilf, so.
Oh God. I've done that too before because I'm a grandpa.
so
So like
so any
I know what you
ladies,
want.
AARP is about to hit. Senior citizen discount about to hit.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
dude, you just turned 40.
Golden Corral, all of that, the whole nine. I got y'all. I got y'all. Social Security, all of that. Um, but no, it's crazy. It's crazy to feel so old, but be. I'm not gonna say young, but I feel. I don't know what I feel. I feel like a horrible friend.
You better.
You can't be mad. You can't be mad at me if you know me. If you know me, you can't be mad if I'm doing the things that you already know that I do.
Yeah, but you never did them to me. You've always answered me back all the
I
time. And then
try.
these
I
past like
try.
months, you've been so bad at answering me. So now I just unsent everything, and then now I'm just not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna tell you. I'm just
So
gonna
you've
keep it to
turned
myself.
toxic. You've turned toxic into the toxic friendship. That's crazy.
Hmm.
That's crazy.
Well, you don't answer me back, so I don't even have this problem with guys. Usually, I'm the one who's too busy. But okay,
So
you
did
just
you do
don't
anything this
answer me
weekend?
back, huh?
Did you do anything this weekend?
I did, but I can't talk about it right now. It's a
See what
secret.
happens when being a bad friend does. I don't even know what happened this weekend. That's crazy. That's
And
crazy.
I
Now
sent you
nobody gets
two
to know.
messages,
There's
one
probably
that
some
was 5
juicy.
minutes and one that was 2 minutes, and I told you literally exactly
Dang, he
what
only
happened.
lasted 5 and 2 minutes. That's crazy. At least you got it two times though.
I got it more
I'm
than two
just-
guys.
no,
No, I had a great week. I mean, I had a good Friday night. I
okay.
spent some time with someone, and I don't know. We'll see.
Awesome.
I don't want to talk about it because I just don't want to jinx it. Every
Because
time
like you jinxed it. You feel like you jinxed it last time. We won't talk about it.
the last few times.
We'll talk about my boring life.
No, it's
I
because when
sat
I
on that
start talking
couch
about
back
it,
there,
and
just twiddled
when I
my
get
thumbs.
excited, and I talk about it, and then I learn some things about the person, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want them anymore because of the things that I learned. So now I'm just gonna get to know this person, see what happens, and then go from there. Even though I'm talking about it, right? I don't want to. Yeah, but no,
Well,
I had a good weekend.
you gotta keep, going out there. You gotta keep your mind off of things. Right now, the state of social media, the state of everything going on right now, there's just so much fucking shit going on. It's hard to keep your cool. I did watch a
I
movie
know.
because since I'm the platinum member, sometimes I get extra early access to movies, and I watched Roofman. Have you heard of Roofman?
No.
It's with Channing Tatum,
I
and
need to watch it.
it's a true story about this guy, and it's crazy because they show all the pictures and everything at the very end. But about this guy that he was trying to provide for his family, and after he got out of the army, he couldn't really find a job or use his expertise for anything, and his family was needing money, so he robs all of these McDonald's and all these Burger Kings, and he robs them, but in a nice way, like he's a nice guy. Goes to prison, and whenever he's in prison, he escapes. When he escapes, he lives in a Toys R Us roof.
What the hell?
Yeah, he lives in a Toys R Us for 6 months, and that the movie is about him, and that what's him robbing and him living in the Toys R Us isn't the most wild thing in the movie. So I'm just letting you know that. Have you ever watched the
I was
movie?
like, don't tell me you're telling me the whole
I'm not.
movie.
Have you ever watched the movie Blow?
Oh yes, with Johnny
Okay.
Depp.
You know that? Do you know that feeling that you got of like
That was one of my favorite movies growing up. Actually.
at the very end of Blow?
Uh-huh.
Do you remember like whenever his daughter visited him, and then you realized that his daughter never visited him? It was just in his head. So you like felt bad for him, like you just felt horrible inside. You feel like this through the whole fucking movie.
Oh. Oh, but I want to see it.
And you
now.
think it's
I
a
haven't
fun?
watched the movie in a long time.
Then there's funny parts to the movie because I thought it was supposed to be a comedy, and I really didn't expect it to even be that good of a movie. But that's how good it is. It comes out this Friday, so whenever it comes out, go watch it. It's pretty good. That one, I don't know if I talked about it last week. One Battle After Another, fucking wonderful fucking movie too. So many good movies out. It's October time too. Got to be watching scary movies.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm wearing Chucky because it's that
Nice.
good.
I noticed it immediately.
And my hair matches.
But I didn't get to compliment you on it because I was getting yelled at for 45 minutes before the motherfucker started.
Not even 45 minutes because you're like, I'm ready. And then like a half hour later, I'm like, you're not because you're not on. So there's that. We're like 2 days late for one.
But don't blame me for the 2 days.
Okay. So Monday I was ready. But then I was like, he hasn't contacted me. I'm assuming we moved it to Tuesday, but I forgot if I agreed or not. And then Tuesday came, and then I laid on the couch, and I just knocked the fuck out because I had a migraine the whole day, and I was driving really far, like back and forth, because I was interviewing again. But I went to like Anaheim, which is like a busier city than I'm
Disney
from.
World.
Yeah. And so it's really busy there. So it was like so much traffic. I had a headache. I don't think I had enough caffeine that day. It was a mess. I was a mess yesterday. And then I've been going through like something weird, just going through it. I don't know. It's weird.
I know. Lately. And I have too. It's the full moon because whenever I go through it, I disconnect and it's nobody's fault and everybody feels it.
I usually do too, which is why I honestly I've been on Instagram here and there, but I really haven't been on. I have probably over I can't even tell you how many messages unanswered. And it's not, I promise you guys, it's not because I don't like you. I love all of you, but I just can't right now.
Yep. And that's something a best friend would understand.
I have probably over 50 messages right now just hanging out. And I'm feeling bad because I'm damn, it's my inbox.
Yeah. And so, speaking of Monday, so Monday, I kind of had that feeling too. And I was like, maybe I should tell her that we're not going to do it. And then whenever you didn't message me, I was like, I think she knows. But did you watch the game on Monday night?
Mm-hmm. I watched parts of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
You didn't watch the very end whenever Trevor Lawrence was like a fucking baby deer, fucking kept falling and then scored at the end.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy how we become we become fans of the team that's playing the Chiefs. It doesn't matter who it is. They're just like,
oh yeah,
go Jags.
I was like, just win, just anybody.
Go Jags.
Win. I'm just a hater like that.
See, and that's why we're best friends. It's because we're both haters. I'm a fucking hater. That's what I do. That's why I say I'm a fucking amateur ultra runner.
I need to go to a game though. I just need it so bad. I need to go to the SoFi Stadium.
It's just everything is so overpriced nowadays. Everything.
I know.
Everything.
The Dallas want to pay for it for me.
The Dallas Fair is empty right now because it's so overpriced and there's videos, and I thought it was just, you know how social media is, they'll overhype something. They'll be like, oh, it's empty, and it's really not empty. But I've talked to everybody that's gone and they're like, oh yeah, there was nobody there. Fucking turkey legs, $29. Like, who wants to fucking pay $30? That's you can buy a whole fucking turkey. The fuck, you know what I
For less.
mean? It's just like that. And then so like I was looking into games too, and I'm like, the 49ers are gonna play in Houston on the 26th, and I was like, oh, I should go. And then I looked at the
Ooh.
fucking prices, and I'm like, fuck no, fuck no,
Probably no less than 200, huh?
fuck no. No, no less than 200, and I think the cheapest ticket was like 500, and you're in the
Yeah.
nosebleed. They're in fucking Houston. They got
I would think it for.
nosebleeds in the nosebleeds.
Yeah. But I want someone to pay for it for me and bring me. I want it to be
Same,
like this fun thing, you
same,
know? Same.
same. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't
No,
care what
someone
fucking social
will.
media says. If a woman wants to pay, a woman wants to pay, and I'm okay with it. I'll give you whatever
Someone
you
said
want,
they
baby.
will they will, but I don't know. We'll see if he actually does it or not. But I'm gonna keep asking him.
Who? If we're not talking about it, who's gonna pay? Exactly. We're
Someone
not
I know who
talking
has
about
a
it.
he has quite a
There's
he's
not a he. There's not a he if we're not talking about it. There's no he. It's just me and you, and that's it.
No, because you don't fucking answer me. So there. How about that? Okay. You want to get toxic? We're gonna get toxic right now.
Okay.
You
Well,
guys
let's
love
get
the show.
toxic. Let's get toxic on the first video here.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family?
No. So I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's like it's one of those things like you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
It's so hard also to be the woman in a situation where you're like, men just don't get as much scrutiny. Like they can maybe tell him like your fucking shots suck tonight, but like the looks and all of that is just like not a factor of conversation as much.
No.
Did you talk to Steph about it? Like, or did you kind of keep it within yourself so it didn't?
I do not have a bone in my body that can keep anything to myself. So if it comes to mind, it's
Got that
coming
right.
out. And he's so gracious. Like he tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, what do you, it's not true. So why are you? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something, and then it kind of just disappeared, and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm
Yeah.
not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience
Okay.
that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
Just saying the loud part out loud. Like, shut. Go ahead. You go first.
Okay, she did go a little too far, but to play devil's advocate, like I know where she's coming from. When I was younger, I felt the same way. I never wanted kids. I never wanted to be married. I wanted to go to Boston College and do my own thing for the rest of my life because I didn't want some man to come fuck shit up for me. And then,
Oh yeah, because Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all fucking time, messed that up.
No, I mean, and yeah, there's a difference between the two. No, but I'm saying like she's not thinking about who she's married to. She's thinking about her life before all of that happened, and then who she was. And, like as a mom, you lose yourself a bit, and you're not the same person you were. And so like that's how I understand her, and where she's coming from. Like I get it. She's rich, she has everything, whatever, but there's still like a piece of her that's like missing now because like, I mean, I guess
because she's not the main character, and she has to be the main character.
I
I
don't think it's
just
the main character. I think she
it's
just
main
lost.
character syndrome, and I just don't understand why she made it a mission to embarrass that man like that. Look, I get it, 100%. I get exactly what she's talking about. What she is talking about makes sense. Like you do want to do better for yourself. You didn't think you wanted kids, and then you had kids, and you're like, okay, now what do I do to better myself? But you're saying the quiet part out loud. Shut the fuck up. Do it.
Yeah.
That's all you had to
I
do.
mean,
That's all
I
you
never
have to
really,
do.
but
That's
I
all
would
you
tell
have.
people forever that I
That's what
never
I'm
wanted
saying.
kids.
That's
But
what I'm saying.
now
Go
that
do
I
it.
have them,
Go do it.
I'm,
Do you think your
I'm
kids
still
want to hear that you
ambitious.
didn't want them? Your kids are listening, telling you you don't want them. You know what I'm saying? Not you, them.
No, it's not saying that you don't want them. It's saying that you didn't want to have kids in the first place. But now that I'm a mom, I love the shit out of my kids. I would do anything. I wouldn't do anything to change what had happened already. But just because before that's not how I thought my life was going to go doesn't mean I don't love what I already have. And I'm still an ambitious person. So I'm still trying to make my life what I want it to be, even with kids, and that's where I don't agree with her. That's where I don't agree with her because she has all the money and opportunity in the world to be whatever the fuck she wants to be with being a mom and being a famous basketball player's wife, and she's not doing any of it. She's just sitting there complaining. But she
Exactly. And she's
could.
like, oh, he didn't think about how it made me feel. How it made you feel for him. Fuck. What are you talking about, lady? What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad at the fact that she feels this way. Everybody feels a certain way. But look, I really don't like LeBron and the way he's carried himself as far as like
Sorry,
having to
baby.
join teams, all of that shit. But one thing I've always respected about LeBron is that you never hear his personal life shit. You never hear his
No.
discretions if he has ever had it. You know, he's become this like if I wanted my kids to become a athlete, I'd want them to be like LeBron as far as like he takes his family life to his family and everything that he has about his family life stays there. And that includes his wife. Cause you never hear that fucking girl say anything. His wife, you don't hear her say shit about shit, no matter what's the news, no matter what it is. And that I feel like that's the way it should be. But like people like Ayesha, she's just like fucking she's looking like Jada Pinkett Smith, where you're making your fucking you're
Yeah.
embarrassing
I agree.
yourself and you're embarrassing Steph Curry whenever you go do those things you want to do. Stop talking about it. Stop embarrassing that man. Go grab that fuck you like you said. You have resources. You have more
Mhm.
resources than most. And I know we're not in her shoes, so we can't say like, hey, but still, she has nannies. They have things that they can do. Go do those things that you want to do. But
And
you
he
want to
doesn't have
be
a
the main
backbone, much of
character.
a backbone. So I know against her. So I know if she said, "Hey, babe, we need a nanny for this because I'm going to start my own business," there, she has the money. Boom, you can start your own business. What do you want to do? Okay, boom. I'm pretty sure he would agree to anything she wants to do. And that's a little bit what made me think like, okay, you need to slow down a little bit. Yes, you can talk about how you didn't think you were going to be a mom. That's fine. But don't make it seem like you regret everything, all the decisions you made with this famous guy who seems as sweet as can be and like embarrass him about that. But
Right.
yeah, you can talk about your thoughts and feelings, but you just need to be careful with it, you know?
And that's exactly why, because when she talks about these things, she gets some women on her side. I've seen some of the comments that were like, "Why are people bashing her? Why?" Because like, don't cry about something that you can do and instead of fucking talking about it, like just go fucking do it. Like, why do you have to come out here like and air out all your personal shit? Because this interview was actually even less than I've seen other interviews where she's just like, oh, I didn't want this and I didn't want that,
Yeah,
and you're
I
just
did
like,
too.
do you even want to be married? Like,
It
and I
doesn't feel
shouldn't
like
even be
she
feeling
does.
that way. I shouldn't even be feeling that way because that's not my business. But you've
Yeah.
made it everybody's business because you come out on these fucking podcasts and these shows and The View and all this shit, and you just embarrass that man and you embarrass your family.
Oh,
And
I've
that
seen one way worse. She was on a show, a talk show. I don't even remember which one it was. And there was like a hot guy that came out and was dancing or something, some hot guy or whatever. He had like his shirt off. And then she was literally going like this, like pretending to
oh
take off.
yeah, yeah, I saw I was taking her. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
was like, oh my fucking God. So I saw that way before this. And then this is just the icing on the cake. Like I said, I don't agree with her full interview. I'm going to be honest. I don't. But I think it's fine to talk about your wants and stuff like that, like what you thought your life was going to be like. And that's fine because you're talking about like how things have changed and, who you really are and all these things. But I don't agree with her saying, like, oh, like her being like, woe is me, I'm like a Debbie Downer because I don't have anything in my life. And it's like, no, bitch, you have everything in your life. Literally,
and
and
yeah,
tell your husband right now, I want to start a business. And then there you go. It's like people
and
like me where
whatever.
I barely have anything and I'm still trying to be like ambitious and trying to get to the next tax bracket all on my own, being a single mom. It's very hard to do all these things. But when you have all the resources and money and like you have everything, like it's frustrating for people like me to see that and be like, I have nothing and I'm still trying to get at it.
And that's what I'm saying is that like even if you didn't love him, even if you wanted to be with somebody else, don't come out here and fucking say shit. Just fucking leave him. Or you know what I'm saying? Like if you left him, I guarantee you'd have a lot of money too. Do you know what I'm saying? I guarantee you'd have some type of spousal support. You'd have whatever. So, like I said, I don't. I feel for her as far as knowing that you always want something more for your life because that feeling of wanting more, it's a
Yeah,
normal feeling. But at the
that's what
same
I'm saying.
time, it's just like just go and do it. Like
Do
if
it.
you have these things, just go do it. But like I said, she's got main character syndrome, and sometimes they don't notice it. They because I don't
Well,
think
she
she's
even said,
jealous
I
of
didn't think
Steph
he was
Curry.
going to be a basketball player. She even said that in the interview. In one of the parts of the interview, I don't think it showed on this one, but she said, oh, I didn't even think he was going to be a famous basketball player. He said he was going to be a coach.
Because he was little and
Yeah.
he went to fucking Davidson. Like nobody really comes out of there in the league. Like even watching him in college and he was shooting all these threes, I didn't even still think that he was gonna make it in the NBA. I thought he'd come and the fucking he'd get shots blocked or that those threes would fade away because NBA is a whole lot faster than in college and a whole lot harder. But he's come out, like I said, probably one of the greatest 3-point shooters ever to play the fucking game. People even have him in their top five, top three to some people, but
Hmm.
that's not like, and you might not be, but you're jealous. You're jealous.
Sorry, my dog.
No, it's okay.
He was trying to
It's okay.
bark
You
out the
can pause
window.
right there too. But and you might not feel like you are, but you're like it's coming off as jealous. It looks like you're jealous of your man, and it
Oh,
might
yeah.
not be that, but it looks that way. And people want to know why they're bashing her. That's why, because it looks like jealousy. Because you could
Yeah, because
be.
he's doing everything he wanted and he has everything he wanted. And she's like, well, now I'm stuck being having kids and all of this stuff. And it's like, wait, you're
See, because
rich.
I think
Okay.
there's somewhere in your head where I mean, you agree with those things that she said. So like you watch that interview and you're like, oh yeah, I agree with her. But then you also have to think about these other things too of like,
Yeah.
why do you have to put it on blast? Like just fucking
Yeah.
do it. Like
Yeah.
you want to be Taylor Swift or somebody like you would to make it a power couple. Like you want to have that, hey, this is a power couple that I'm pulling my weight. Because that's another thing is that sometimes you
Yeah.
don't feel like you're pulling your weight, so you're like, I want to be the one to say, hey, like I'm doing this too. But he's at this level. Like, will you ever get there? I don't know. I doubt it, but don't say it. Try it. And that's it.
Yeah, it's because she's not doing shit with her life, and she's just like you said, she's just jealous of her husband. And it's like, how are you gonna be jealous of
Yeah,
someone you love? Which is
let me
why I
get
don't think.
with the fucking woman athlete.
Wow,
I'll be a house husband. Let's go to the next one.
you're dumb.
I think the youth needs to hear what real men are. I think there's there's
But
masculinity.
what are real men?
Right. To me, a real man is a responsible
Because
man.
every time a man does some fuck shit, they'll be like, "That's not a man," and it's like,
What
looks
is-
like a man to me.
I
You
think a
know,
real
but
man is in touch with his
looks like a
feminine
duck and it
side.
walks like
You
a
know what I
duck.
mean?
Yeah.
I think a real man is knows how to unstrap the
I don't know.
ego.
I think the real man thing is that people invented to like excuse bad behavior.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
like all men are real men.
Said like a real man.
Period. Say it how it is.
I think, I think being like to further add on what she's saying, I think there's this false narrative of what real men do, and I think it's tied into, privilege and masculinity, and I think exploring that in films is important because, we're raising these young boys to be men, and we can go that extra step to educate boys, and on that journey of how to, tap into the femininity, the vulnerability. That way we can further protect women.
Let him talk, bitch.
Dude,
God
I
damn.
wanted to like when I saw that, I was just like, dude, I like want to like punch her in the face.
Because I
It's so annoying.
understand like what she was trying to say, but like, because like I'm actually tired of that fucking conversation too. Like, what is a real man and
Oh
what
yeah,
is a real woman, all that shit. But the way I have a friend that talks just like her, but the opposite of what a real woman should be, and he's like so like I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say scorned or like yeah, exactly. That it's yawned, fucking yawning
I'm
about it
tired,
too.
dude. I'm
But
tired.
that thing is like I feel like I just feel like she just needed to let him talk. I don't know why she let the other dude talk and not let him talk because the other
That's what I was
dude,
gonna say too. I was like, wait, she didn't interrupt him. But yeah, no, I think he was like acting like a real man by like not going off on her. Like he
yeah,
was so chill about it.
because there
He
are
held
some
it
men that would
chill.
be pissed off. And my friend that I'm telling you about that was he probably would have went, oh yeah, that's why you fucking that's why you won't let me talk because of this and that. And he was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, coming from a real man because that's what I'm saying. It's just like because I hate the whole like what is a real man type of deal because you want to think that he's this masculine man, like a superhero kind of. Like you want this
Mhm.
fake thing of what a fucking man is gonna be, but it's kind of like they said, like men are in touch with their feelings. They are masculine, but also know how to. They have to be understanding the way Marlon was in the fucking video, and that's funny because Marlon, since he was a young actor, like you could tell he was just annoying. Like you could tell, like he's
Oh
one of
yeah.
those guys you don't like to be around because he's gonna make the jokes, and you're just like, God dang, dude, shut up.
Shut
Like
the
you know
fuck
what I
up.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So for him to be calm during that interview is crazy. It's just like why do you have why do women think that they can say it? Not that women can't say what a real man is because that's what you're looking for, but like I think it's a what is it? It's subjective. You know what I'm saying? It's subjective to what you think a man is or what he can do. You know what I mean?
Well,
Can
for me,
you?
it's definitely like a false narrative because it's like you're putting every man in the same category, and that's just not how it works. All men are different. All women are different. They're gonna take care of you differently. They're
I was like, what? My bad.
they're
A
gonna
real
take
man
care
would
of
have
you
would have
differently.
caught that shit.
Like when I recently asked someone, "Oh, what do you feel like what kind of man are you?" And he was just like, oh, he's like, I'm more of like a protector type. He's like, but I like to take care of my woman. But if she's what's it called, ambitious and wants to do her own thing, then I'll support that, but I still want to take care of her at the same time, So like for me, I was thinking, wow, like he's a really good man because he's going to be supportive, but he'll still like, support me in other ways as well, And I just feel like I don't feel like there's a specific definition of a real man. It's more
So why do
like
you ask the
what kind of
question
man
then?
are you? Huh?
Why do you ask that question?
I asked what kind of man are you, not if you're a
That's
real man.
exactly because I wouldn't know how to answer that shit.
Well,
If
because
we sat
I
down and
want
you
to
asked me
know.
what kind of man I am, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I got a dick.
No, like, well, then if you said I don't know, I'd be like, okay, well, what kind of man would you be for me? I'm trying to figure out like if we have the same like values as far as like the woman and man in the relationship kind of thing, you know?
And I get it. And I'm not saying that asking the question is bad. It's just it's one of the. I think it's a loaded question. I think it's loaded because I think if you have the perfect answer for it, I don't think they're really going to be that person because they already knew how to answer it. It's almost like going into an interview and trying to sell yourself when you know you're not going to be that person. You're going to be the one that's late. that calls in all the fucking time. And you're not really that good of an employee, but you sold yourself as a good employee. You know, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be a protector and I'm going to be into my feelings. And whenever you feel, I'm going to feel. I am going to be there for you emotionally, physically,
No. And see,
mentally.
no man says that. I have yet to hear a man say, and I know it's like you're messing around, but it's like, no, it's not a loaded question. It's who they are and how they're gonna be with me, you know. And I feel like it's something I need to hear because if they ask me, hey, I'm going to tell them I do like to work, I like to be ambitious, but I also am super domestic. So yes, I will cook you food and all this stuff. And like at first he's just like, okay, like a lot of girls don't even cook nowadays, but like I've shown him like that I can cook and that like, you know, I'm that type of girl, you know, or a woman. And yeah, I could be lying, but I mean, what's that going to do for me?
Get you laid and that's it and get
I
what you
mean,
want. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm talking
but
about it
then
on
later
the man's perspective to try to tell you whatever you want and then you get laid and then later on you find out he's not that man and then you leave him and you've already gave him a piece of yourself.
well, I mean, yeah, but I don't think that. I think I already saw that beforehand. Like, I don't just sleep with anybody just because
I'm
they
not
said
saying
that.
you. And I'm not saying just you as you. I'm saying you as in all women. Like if women were asking this question, you want to find that out, and then find out that that's not what happened. But sometimes you find out too late, and it's like fuck, man, I already fucked him.
Well,
Fuck.
that's why you already see, like, that's why you see who someone is before you give it to them. You
Yeah, because
spend
then you
some
could be
time getting
somebody
to
like
know
me.
them and stuff like that.
You could be somebody like me because I'm not gonna say I'm the best man, but I know I'm a good person. I know I have my feelings. I know I'm a protector, and I know all these things. But guess what? In about 2 weeks, I'm gonna be going through something mentally, and I'm gonna ghost you and you're gonna be like, "Fuck, dude, he's not the same motherfucker he said he was," because he don't even care. He stopped fucking chasing me. He stopped doing, and it has nothing to do with blaming you, and has nothing to do with you, but me fighting whatever I have going on in my head, and now all of a sudden it's like I'm not that motherfucker anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like honestly, like if she was that one for you, you wouldn't be ghosting her in the first place. I know you
That's
feel like you would, but like she might be there to be like, you seem different today. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Because, you know, and I can catch on to those things. And I already have with this person that I had talked to. And he's just like, no, I'm just having a bad day. And then I'm just like, tell me about it. Like, what happened? You know, at first he wasn't answering a lot. And that's when I knew like something was wrong. And I was just like, you know, I know something's wrong. Like, tell me about it. You know, maybe I can help you. Maybe it will help you like to get it out, stuff like that. Maybe if you find that person that will be there for you like that, you won't end up ghosting them. You'll end up sharing like really how you feel. And I know it might sound like, oh, this is like really stupid, but no, like I really feel like you just need that person, you know, to really
that's a
help
fairy
you.
tale. The one for you is a fairy tale. That's not real. There's nobody that's the one for you. There's not just one person for you. There could be multiple people for you, or maybe there's nobody for you, but there's not just the one for you.
Okay, one of the ones for you. Okay, the point is she'll understand. She'll know something's wrong with you. She'll know
But
when to
I'm not.
ask you.
I don't work that way because I'm like, I don't want to share my feelings. I don't want you to ask me. I don't want to tell you I am going through something right now, so please leave me alone. Because then I'm going to be a real asshole and I'm going to be like, fuck. She's going to be like, fuck.
Yeah, but you never did that to me when you were going through it.
Because you weren't there for me romantically. You weren't trying to be with me. You were my friend. Are my friend.
And that person that's for you should also be your friend.
But sometimes, you saw, sometimes I don't respond back because I really don't want to talk about it. Some people are just, that's just the way some people are. And that's what I'm saying. Is that like,
I was going through it. I've been going through it lately. And he noticed today, he noticed the other day, and he's been asking me all the time. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. I don't want to talk about it. I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay. And I mean, obviously when a girl says she's fine, she's never fine, but like, he's still trying to get it out of me, but I can't like be like that yet with him because I don't know if there's anything there for like long term, and I don't want to put myself out there unless it's someone.
And I think that if you've had a bad, I think that's the biggest thing about the video we just watched is like if you've had horrible track record of women that have done you wrong, stop trying to project that onto other people. I understand that, you know what I'm saying, I've attracted ain't shit women a lot of my life. Sometimes I have to wonder why I've attracted ain't shit women. But at the same time, I am not going to say like you are the same as all these other ain't shit women because of that happening. So you either need to let it happen or just shut the fuck up about it and stop acting so, like I said, my friend, he's like that too, to where I'm just like, bro, like, I'm starting to think that you're gay because of how much you hate women, because of so many women that have done you wrong, that you already have this horrible mindset. One time I went out and he's like, that's the girl that I want. I'm going to go talk to her. I'm like, okay. Night progresses. We're a few beers in. I go to the bathroom. I come back and I'm like, bro, it's been 3 hours. We've been at the bar. You haven't talked to her. Man, I went to, you went to the bathroom. I saw her hug 7 dudes. She's already probably fucked half of this town. And I'm like, bro, you just came up with the whole fucking story about who she was. Yeah, she's a hoe. I already know it. And I'm like, you just came up with this whole fucking story while I was I went to the bathroom and came back. So you're going to blame everything that's wrong with other women in your life and make it seem like she's like that. Maybe they're all friends. How do you know they're not her cousins? How do you know what the fuck just happened? And that's what that woman is doing. Is that woman was like, oh, that's just something they made up, and that's just I'm trying to think of the word, and it's not scorned. What is the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for a word like you're just fucking, but you've made yourself miserable trying to do these things, but you don't need to blame it or like project that on other people. So that's what I got from the video. Like it turned into like fucking what is a real man to turning into you looking like a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop making other people suffer for your shit. And that's why I ghost. And that's why I go away. Let's go to the next one.
Oh, God.
Okay, I'm taking off my shoes. There's no way. There's no way I could walk to the car. Unless you want to piggyback ride. Hello? No.
We're like 1.5 miles away.
Okay,
I don't know what kind of the world's strongest man you think I am, but I respect it. I appreciate it sincerely, but that far, I literally, if my life depended on it, we'd be dead.
Then,
just being honest with you.
I'm walking barefoot. Let's go. Okay.
Oh, I didn't read the comments on this one when I watched it the first time, but I had to rewatch it when I watched this the first time because I was like, what the fuck? Like, the world's strongest man. She's skinny. And she asked for a piggyback. She didn't say, hey, hold me like a baby.
Don't wear those
Like
fucking shoes.
Huh?
Don't wear those fucking shoes. That was
Well,
your fault
just
for not wearing those fucking shoes.
at least try. It's cute to try and help
Fuck
her
that
out.
shit.
Don't be a loser. Don't. You know damn well you would try. You know you would try. She's so cute and yeah.
I hated this video because of that. I mean, I do agree with you. I would have, it would have been a funny thing, like, hey, just jump on my back, and then
Yeah.
we kind of would have just like,
It would have been
and then
cute
I
and funny.
fell, yeah.
No, but I
So
don't even think so. She's skinny. Like a piggyback, a lot of people
you
you
see
can lose
that
a
fat
lot of weight.
ass? She had a fat ass. All her weight was in her ass. She probably weighed 145
But a
pounds, and
piggyback,
100 of it was in her ass.
a
But
piggyback ride, you can almost lift anyone on a piggyback ride because they're not that heavy. It's I
I
don't know,
get
it's
it.
this weird
I would,
thing.
I would have tried. I would have tried. I was playing. I would have tried.
I know.
But it was funny is that because I've actually had an ex at one time. I was actually just mad at her. It wasn't really that I didn't want to do anything or anything like that. We had went to some event. I don't remember. I think it was a boxing match. Yeah, it was a boxing match because afterward we were at the Staples Center actually in LA. And we came out, and she's like, "I can't walk," and because she had some fucking stilettos on, and we had argued about something before that, so I was like, "Well, take off your fucking shoes. Nobody told you to wear those motherfucking shoes." No, I'm just playing. I didn't talk to her like that because I don't talk to women like that.
I was about to say.
But anyways,
I know.
she took off her shoes, and we were gonna get an Uber, and I was like, "Man, I'm hungry." I said, "Let's just go," and we ended up going to some. It actually worked out because we snuck into some sushi spot that had a line, and then all the fucking stars ended up showing up there, fucking Rosie Perez and all these fucking like movie stars, and we're eating with all them, so it kind of worked out. But I really was gonna make her walk. Because I was mad at her. I really was mad at her, and I was like, "Why the fuck did you wear those shoes?" But he said it was about a mile and a half away. I would have tried. I just didn't. I hate the argument online because there's also that both sides. It goes along with what we were just talking about what's a real man, because everybody can always say what they would have done if they were there,
Yeah.
but they don't know exactly what's going on. How do you know how old this motherfucker was? Maybe he had a bad back.
Well, then he would have said, "Hey, you remember I told you I have a bad back? There's no way I'm gonna be able
Maybe
to
he don't
carry
want to
that."
say that on camera. Maybe he just was just like,
So you want to look like a pussy on a camera?
because he's the one that uploaded it, so maybe I don't know, but it started this conversation. That's what I'm saying, and so all the whole fucking I didn't really read a lot of the comments, but most of the
To be
comments were
honest,
just bashing him.
it's not even about a real man or not. I've had friends that were so fucked up, and that we both took off our shoes and we're like, okay, you do half and I'm gonna do half, and we would piggyback ride each other like halfway. Two women, because we were drunk and being stupid, and who knows, it was like kind of like a Vegas thing or whatever, like when you're in a downtown and you get so fucked up and you're like, let's just piggyback each other. And I'm pretty sure we fell down.
And not only that
It
though,
was funny.
but what if that was her brother? Nobody even said that this was even her dude or somebody. What if they were just friends? I'm not giving you a piggyback ride. We're just friends. You better walk your ass. Look, now you're mad because I'm not going to give you a piggyback ride?
You better. If I'm in that situation, you better give me a piggyback.
Because I know if it was my sister, I would have been like, get your ass up and we walking. And she knows it too. She knows it too. Because that's the way we grew up. So nobody even said that was her dude. What if she's friend zoned this dude? And so he's just like, walk your ass. I ain't about to piggyback ride you all the way fucking 1 mile away.
That's not what he said. He said, I am not, like, pretty much said he's not strong enough. If you roll it back, he's talking about how, I forget the exact words he says, but he says something about.
He says, it's a mile and a half away. I can't fucking take you that far.
And then he would say, like, he would fall down or he would do something.
Yeah, we'll probably end up falling. But that's what I'm saying. But how do you know that they are romantically involved? I'll do it for you if we're going to get romantically involved. But if we're just friends or we're related, like that could have been, they could have been related.
Oh, we're not like that. Duh. Don't say
it's the internet. They're not going to say that shit. The internet's not going to say that shit. There's a reason why that video went viral is because real men should work out. That's what the fucking caption said.
No,
so that's what I'm saying.
Working out. It's not even a real man thing. Because if my man was like, I'm tired, I would be like, hey, let me try to piggyback ride you. Just because it's funny, it's cute, and I know I could probably lift him. Well, if he's
but what if that was your friend and not romantically involved? Would you still
even
want
funnier? That's even funnier.
I'm horny. You better not get on my back.
You're not gonna get horny from carrying me on your back. You'll be fine.
I'm horny before that, is what I'm saying. We don't know the situation, so I don't blame him. I don't blame him for not doing it. But I
I'm
do
not saying
see
you
what you're
gotta run
saying, that we
down
can
or-
try. We can try. If you're romantically involved, or if you were even thinking about getting with her, do it and at least try. Because
Try,
nobody
yeah.
knows that maybe they were at the bar and maybe she was with this whole other dude. And I know I'm
Oh
making
my
up a
God, what if
situation
they're
in my
fucking
head.
random tomorrow? We don't know any of that. All we know is he said no. He said he's not strong enough.
Exactly. So we
to carry
can't
her
say
around.
that he was going to do it. Maybe that's why he didn't want to do it, but he made up some other excuse. We don't know the situation.
We don't. But what we know is that he didn't do it for the reason that he's not strong enough to do it. So that's why, sorry, I swallowed wrong. So that's why he didn't do it. And she was just cool with it. She's like, whatever, okay. But I would have been like, pick my ass up and I'll carry you the rest of the way.
Because if you want to treat her like a princess, you should have done it. I agree with you on that.
No, it's not about treating her like a princess. To me, it's more like having her back. I don't think it's princess treatment. I think it's more like I would have your back, you have my back, kind of thing. Like
I know, but I'm the prince. I'm the prince. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that it's just like princess treatment. I'm not saying it that way. I'm saying like we have each other's back. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like we're arguing, but I agree with you. But I disagree with not doing it if you're not romantically involved.
Oh, I don't care. That part I don't care. Like, I mean, if you're not romantically involved, I still expect you to carry me. I expect you to just do it.
I guess I've never really asked. Do you have siblings?
I have a lot, actually.
Would you expect your brother to do it?
I mean, we did it when we were kids. I mean, but I don't know.
But if you were out at a bar and your brother that you probably play fight since you were a kid.
I wouldn't ask my brother. That's the thing. I would only ask someone who is not related to me. I wouldn't ask like my uncles or
because
my dad.
She really didn't ask if you really go back and look at. She just kind of said, unless you're gonna give me a piggyback ride. She said. She didn't say give me a piggyback ride. She said unless you're gonna give me a piggyback ride. Basically, like
I wouldn't hint at that with any of my brothers. It would just be weird for me.
Exactly. So we don't know the situation. So don't let the internet bully y'all into thinking that you have to do something.
No, and that's why I said it's
and
not.
And if
like
you are romantically involved and he didn't just try, don't let him hit it.
Wow.
No. Yeah. Am I right or am I wrong?
If you fall down, it's gonna be the funniest thing ever. And
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. If you're romantically involved or you're gonna think about getting romantically involved, at least try. Because if he doesn't try, then don't let him hit it.
Well, what if he's already hitting it?
Well, then he doesn't want to try because he's like, oh, I'm going to get it regardless.
If I knew my man had a bad back, I wouldn't ask.
Don't let the internet bully y'all guys. Do what you want.
Do whatever you want. And if I get drunk with you ever, you're going to give me a piggyback. No, I would never ask. I could wear heels like a whole night. And if I can't, fuck it. I'll just walk around. I don't care.
I done bullied her into not wanting a piggyback right now.
Now I'm never going to want it. It's too late. It's too late. It's gone. Wanting it is gone.
The professional hater has won.
I don't know that I would want to ask because I feel like I would get horny too. I'm just a horny person and I'm just like, oh, I might think of something else really bad right now and it might turn into something else.
Falling into it.
Yeah. And on top of him. Falling on top of him.
Romantically, do it. If not, don't. That's what we got. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah.
What's a kink or fantasy you've never admitted publicly?
Shit, I think I've done them all. I would like, in a threesome, to have a really pretty faced girl that I really like. And we both sucking dick together. But like, not just like, my turn, your turn, my turn, your turn. Like, making out, clashing on it. If I like her a lot. I mean, you know, it's really passionate when you make out with girls. So I'm just not like, it's like, oh, you jerk it and suck it, I jerk it and suck it. You jerk it and suck it, I jerk it and suck it. No, it's just like a clash.
you're coming together to make something beautiful.
Yeah.
I did that one because she was wearing a Patriots jersey.
Baby daddy.
You jerk it and suck it. You jerk it and suck it. You jerk it and suck it.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
don't ever ask Cardi B her fantasy because she's gonna come up with the craziest shit ever.
but that's what I'm saying. That's why she said I've already done them all. So let me think of something that I haven't done.
But would I ever do that? Yeah, probably.
That's why she said a pretty face girl.
Yeah,
you know,
she has to be pretty though, because like I don't want some ugly ass
drinking.
bitch like doing all the licking and like kissing and stuff. No. But yeah, I would definitely 100% have done.
And as a man, I'm gonna
Not
stand there and be
sober,
like, oh,
not
okay.
sober, not sober, because I get more freaky when I'm like a little bit under the influence.
Oh yeah. No, I understand that.
But yeah, I would definitely do that for sure.
Because, like I said, I haven't been drinking. You know, I've been since Cinco de Mayo. I haven't been drinking and I haven't been doing, you know. So, like, I feel like if I ever drink or when I drink again, it'll probably be with somebody so we can get into that mood. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because sometimes whenever you've just met somebody and you're drinking and, you know, you do things and that's what you got to do. But, like, yeah, I mean, as a man, I can't disagree. I'm just gonna stand there anyway. So I'm like, y'all get after
Do what you want to do to me.
it.
Do it. No, yeah, no. I would. I don't
Let's
know.
start a podcast and use me as a mic.
I don't know. That would probably just make me like really stoked. So then I just, yeah, it would just be a fun night, I think.
And who says that I haven't been in that situation? Fantasies are crazy because, like, the older you get, the way she said, the older you get, the more you're just like, you've done a lot.
What haven't I done? Yeah. So that's why I was
Exactly.
like,
What
oh,
have
I would do
what
that.
haven't I done?
I haven't done it
So,
like how she said.
so it goes along with like you start thinking about things that you haven't done because like you said, you want to be connected with somebody, and sex is always going to be that thing. You know what I mean? Like, if the sex is not there, the relationship's not going to work because you're going to be like, dang, this is what I'm gonna have to deal with my whole life. Do you know what I mean? So like, let's do things. Let's try new things. And it's the older we get, the more we've already done, the more we're like, okay, well, how do you spice it up? How do you change things up? But I know you say that. And I know this is like, would you try it? Yes, you would. But at the same time, could you do that with the man that you're really going to be with for your whole life? Like, can you think about like another girl going down on your man at the same time you doing it, and then you not be jealous later thinking like, will he ever call her? Or do you know what I'm saying? Does that ever go through your mind if that happens?
No, because it won't be someone that it won't be someone like that we know. It will be someone that we met out and we just started getting down with, and that was it. And then we'll never talk to her again, kind of thing.
Because I mean, as a man, I'm like, I gotta try to get her number.
Not if you're with someone.
I guess I'm never gonna be with anybody, so I'm okay with whatever. So like, we're gonna just do this. So could you do that with a guy that you're not gonna be with? Could you be the extra girl? You couldn't be the extra girl?
I don't think so. I think I would only do it. I think I would only do it with my man to like do something different to spice it up, just so things aren't the same. Because thinking about that later, like while we're having sex or something, like we did that, like it would get me so wet. Like I'd be like, hey, remember that time we were sucking your dick and then we were kissing, we were sucking and kissing and back and forth and all this shit. And then he's like, wow, I'm hard as a fucking rock right now. And I'm like, my pussy's wet too, you know? And there we go. We go at it.
You live in a fantasy world that it could be real. I'm not saying it can't be real, but it's just funny because that is a fantasy world. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
What do you mean?
I gotta go get the lotion. What do you mean? What I mean?
No, I mean like, what do you mean by fantasy? Like,
no, like because like you are a visual person. Like you like that. Like,
oh yeah.
Even if it didn't ever really happen, let's talk about it like it really happened, and you get going. You know what I mean? You're a real visual person.
Yeah.
I'm a visual person too. Like,
I do that.
I like to watch. Yeah.
sometimes. Like if I'm having phone sex with someone and I want to get off, like I have to make that whole porn thing in my head. Like I just did recently. Someone was like, "Oh, do you get massages?" And I'm like, "No, I can't because it makes me horny." And they're like, "How does a massage make you horny?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I've watched so many porn videos of massages, and then I just can't get that out of my head. So then when I go to get a massage, I start getting wet, and then I just can't go." And then he's just like, "Wow," he's like, "You watch that much porn?" I'm like, "Yeah, I watch porn every single day almost." And then he's just like, "Wow." He's like, "I could oil you up." And I was like, "Okay, tell me more." And then boom.
Well, that's the way it's gotta be, and that's the reason as a man I couldn't be a massage therapist, because I'm that man that, like, if I start giving you the massage, there's gonna be a happy ending. You know what I mean? And if there's not gonna be a happy ending, then I can't give you a massage. So don't.
That's what. But no, truthfully, I can't get massages for that reason, because it just I don't know, those porn videos, they get me off so bad. Like I think it's just all the oil and wetness, and then I start getting wet, and it's like a waterfall down there, and then I'm just like ready to fuck. Yeah, I am such a ritual person.
And that's how we get here.
Porn.
That's how we get here, and that's why we say, why are we like this now? We don't know, but we've gotten here. We watch these videos. I like to watch. You like to watch. That's what we do. Why are we like this now? This is 35 weeks of just, even if you're mad at me, 35 weeks of just talking about the dumbest things, and we're still here. We're still doing this. Still mad, but it's okay, because when you get mad, somebody else benefits from it, and it's okay.
My little toxic.
Because you are toxic. You're a Scorpio. Scorpios get that way. Why are we like this now?
Almost Scorpio season.
35. It is almost Scorpio season. It's crazy how like spooky season turns into Scorpio season, and that's what happens. I am Marco, aka DeMarco. This is the lovely, amazing, beautiful,
shut the fuck up,
porn watching, fantasy having woman, Kayla. We'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace.
Why are we like this now? Gonna figure it out with a pow, pow, pow. DeMarco and Kayla taking the bow. Join us on the journey, we'll show you how.